name's Vanders. This is my very first Terraria video. Welcome to the video. Today, I will be fighting Skeletron.
Wrong!
And my setup to fight this dungeon, this boss, is I have a good old rail cart going all the way around. And I have it going up and down because in stages 1 and 2, not 1 and 2, 2 and 3, Skeletron starts to shoot. I'm in expert mode, by the way, because expert mode's the only way you have to play Terraria. At least if you're good at the game. I have these going up and down because in stages 2 and 3 he starts to shoot at you with his skulls. I already fought him once and I lost because I was going too fast. See, if you go too fast, he will despawn. So you really want to go between like 53 at a fast end and like 40 at a slow end. If you look at the map, this is how my stage is all set up. Before I had it come over here, all the way down over here, and then I had it come up over here and had it be up higher. And that wasn't very good because I wasn't able to see him most of the time. I made it so it's very horizontal, going both ways, so that I can be able to shoot this way over here and that way over there when I need to, versus I have to be shooting all the way different directions. I have sunflowers, campfires, and these little heart lantern things, so that if you look in the top left corner, I get increased movement speed and reduced monster spawn from the sunflower. I get life regen from the heart lamp and a slight life regen from the campfire. So that's good. That's around my entire arena over here. And my armor loadout for this is the meteor armor, and along with the space gun. I have my volume for the sound turned really down low because it gets kind of annoying listening to the space gun being shot repeatedly. And when you have the meteor armor on, the entire stack of it, the entire set, it gives you a set bonus that makes it so the space gun costs 0 mana, which is really good because that means I can just spam it and there's good for this boss fight. And my potions, I have thorns, I got iron skin potion, I got a shine potion so you can see what I'm doing. I also got torches all the way around so you can also see all the tracks and everything. I've got an invisibility potion so that it decreases the rate of enemies spawning so I don't have to deal with them. I got regen potion, I got a night owl potion so I can see better in the dark. And I also have a magic power potion which increases my magic damage by 20%, which is quite a bit for this. And my space gun, it deals 21 magic damage, and if you do 20% of 21, that's about 5.2.
Quick maths.
So that's just gonna deal an extra 5 damage, which is good. And at the end of the rail here, I have this little bouncing guy that makes it so I could go up on the other way and goes back around. And if you see here, this is going straight into here. And if you want to be able to learn how to do this yourself, normally what you do is you end up doing this one first, and you're gonna end up hammering it so it works. So it looks like this. So that it goes into this and you go back up and you stay on this rail. You don't want to go back onto this rail. You want to go up on the next rail up. I have a similar style set up over here so that when I start the boss, I can go up, gain some speed coming over here. I'm probably going to get hit once I start talk to him first over there. And you can see here over on this end, it's way simpler doing it the other way, so you're going down onto a track instead of up onto a track, because you can just go down onto it and make sure it's facing up, because you go quite fast on the rail. And you don't want to go too fast, otherwise the boss will despawn, which it did for me last time I fought him. I'm gonna go check out what the traveling merchant's all about right now, and then we'll be back to fight the boss.
A few moments later.
The traveling merchant had nothing of value, so I'm just gonna wait here for like the minute or two that it's gonna take for it to become time to set this guy off. You can also use the mini shark for this battle. I'm not going to. Many people do. This is probably your other option you would want to use if you're doing more of a ranged attack. But I'm going with the magic space gun battle instead, because space gun.
A few minutes later.
Okay, it is now 8 o'clock, which means there's a course button. I'm going to hit my buff potion. I turn invisible, and then I'm going to hit course. And then I'm going to ride my little cart, and we're going to get started with the fight. And it's very important to go the correct speed so that he doesn't despawn. And a big thing about fighting Skeletron is that you wanted to knock out his hands first, but you want both of the hands to be fairly damaged, so that when you go into stage 2, one hand is damaged, you will go into stage 2, then he'll start shooting at you. So you want both of your hands. I just slowed down way too fast, too soon. But you want to target his hands first, because if I hit his head, it'll only deal 1 damage. And when you take out one hand, it'll start dealing 3 damage. And you don't want to go too fast all of the time, because you'll lose him and then he'll despawn, and that's not a good thing. You do not want him to despawn. So you want to be very cautious of how fast you're going doing the Veil Kite method. And you see both his hands are quite damaged, which is exactly how you want them to be. And you always want to see him on the screen, which is kind of an issue for this battleground that you can set up. But it is good at keeping you from not taking damage. So probably the worst thing you gotta worry about is having... Okay, now one hand is gone, and you want to take out the other hand very quickly. And so he went from stage 1 to 2 to 3 very quickly, because you go from stage 1 to... And you take out one hand, you say now he's in stage 2, and you take out a second hand, and then he becomes into stage 3. And then he starts doing this, where he starts shooting at you, which is why I made this big up and down area, and this is probably the hardest part of the battle. Hopefully I don't have to fight him again.
We call this foreshadowing.
And this is taking quite a bit of health off of me, which is not good. But this right here is right where we want to damage him. Go not too fast, because he's not shooting, but now he's shooting at me. And I don't want to lose my life, and it's very quickly going away. I only have a handful left, which is not good at all. And when you start speeding up, I'm going to speed up as well, so I can start avoiding I'm dead.
I can smell the failure!
We're gonna have to do the fight again. Well, that's disappointing. Well, instead, because you can't fight him twice in one night, I'm just gonna fight the Eye of Cthulhu. I haven't even healed up all of the way yet.
Thousands of tears later.
I'm gonna end up changing my accessories because I don't think I need the lightning boots, the wings, or my balloon, because that's all movement stuff, and my movement's all taken care of because of the mine carts. And so I'm gonna change it out for a precise shark tooth necklace, because that increases armor penetration by 5. And the Skeletron, whatever you want to call him, he has a large amount of armor, and that's what the head has. That's why you only deal 1 damage to the head every single time. I'm also gonna get some steak, which is a major improvement to all stats, and it has a 16-minute duration, which means I'm definitely going to be able to only need 1 of them. This one has 4% melee speed, and I'm not using any melee weapons, so I'm not going to be using that one. This one has 3% movement speed, and I'm not going to be using that one because I'm not moving. This one has 1%, so it's the same thing. And this one has 2% critical strike chance, which is good. And that means 1 out of 50 times I attack, there's going to be a critical strike. And the next thing I'm going to use the Band of Regeneration, so my life regenerates faster, which is going to be really good for this fight. This one gives you plus 1% damage, which is good for the battle, but I mean, this one has 2%, and that one's also good, but it's not as good as this one, which has plus 4% damage. So I'm going to be using this one. The next item is I'm looking for something that has a high amount of defense. I don't really care if this grants me the ability to swim at all. I just care that it has plus 4 defense, which is really, really good for this boss battle. Okay, I also found a Titan potion, and I decided to go around placing a whole bunch more platforms, and for like a little bit, I'm going to place down a whole bunch of spiky balls, because more spiky balls is more good when in doubt. And I am currently in doubt of my ability to defeat this boss. So I'm going to just be placing some more spiky balls down and around. Oh, looks like party time's over. But yeah, it's about to be boss time. But it's more spiky balls is more good, and that'll just generally damage him a little bit more. And I hopefully won't have to deal a whole bunch of, be bad at this. And hopefully the spiky balls will do a bunch of damage. I really hope that it does. And it looks like it's gonna deal a bunch of damage down below, which I'm not very surprised about, because that's where most of the biggest platform is. Oh, it's 8. I gotta start the battle. First of all, I gotta replace all my stuff right there. Hit course. It's gonna start. I took 20 damage already. I hit C for my buffs. Alright, now I'm ready to go. We're starting this fight all over again. And okay, so it looks like what's it called, is dealing a lot of damage to his hand, my cart, which I don't know if that's really a good thing. So I'm gonna be placing more spiky balls, because more spiky balls is more good. That's just how I think. Spiky balls equals good. And that hand is almost all the way out because of my cart. This is not a good sign, because you want both the hands to be damaged quite a bit before you take out a hand. And I am just placing down spiky balls. That is literally the only thing I am doing right now. Oh, it looks like the second stage has started, which is not where I really want to be. So I might want to change off the spiky ball method. But so far it's been working quite well, because I'm going fast enough to not have to take any much damage from him, and he's not despawning. So I'm going the right speed to not have any issues. And his hand is, I haven't even shot a laser bolt yet. Maybe this is the better way to do this. Just spiky ball him. Spiky ball is the way. The truth and the life.
This is the way.
Because now that he's like charging me, he's taking a whole bunch of damage from the spiky balls. I think it is time to start using the laser gun though. And just not change my speed very much. And heal when I think I need to. And now we have an entire minute when I cannot heal. Which is not good. But he is taking quite a bit of damage, which is good. Hopefully I can make it this time. And it looks like that top area section over there is a good spot for me to take damage, which is not good. And if this continues to not go well, I might have to change up my arena. I want to slow down a little bit while he's doing that attack, and I'll speed up while he's doing this other attack. About 50 something is good for the speed-ish. Oh gosh, I'm taking a whole bunch of damage now. I don't want to go below 200. Just as like a safety measure, because if you go below 200, that's like super dangerous. And it might be time to pull out more spiky balls, because all the spiky balls looks like they're gone. So it is spiky ball time, because the spiky balls do deal quite a bit of damage. Maybe I should do spiky balls while he's shooting at me, and then while he's doing his head spinny thing, I should probably use the other one. And oh gosh, yeah, my health went below 200, and now it's time to shoot him. Because he's doing the head spinny. And now it's time to speed up and use the spiky balls. It's all about, what's it called? Being flexible. I don't want him to go too far away so he despawns. You do not want him to ever despawn. Okay, and now it's time to slow down because he's doing head spinny. Which is where we can get a whole bunch of damage in right here. And now we need to speed up because he is, doing the shooty. You know, I think this is a good way to do this. Spiky ball while he's doing his shooty, and then shoot him while he's doing the spinny. If you understand my gist. And, oh, he is almost dead. This is going good. This is really good. And he's gonna die right here. There we are. There we go. Mission accomplished. Just the extra spiky balls. Spiky balls when in doubt. Let's see what we get. We got shoots crossbones at enemies while you're attacking. And electronic mask. That is kind of lame. Okay, now I need to change out all my stuff because I don't like not being able to fly or jump extra or run fast. And now the most important part, we can now go into the dungeon, which I'm going to do off camera. I've been Drew Vanders. If you want me to play more Terraria, please comment down below. It'd be fantastic if you want me to play more Terraria and record it. I do have a few more videos planned. So like there's one about what I'm doing, my idea with this world. The main idea behind it, why I started playing it, and then doing the Wall of Flesh boss, because that's the next boss after this, and I have to do way more setup for that than this. I might do minecarts again, it seemed to work pretty well, but I might not. It really depends on how I do the setup. But if you enjoyed the video, please like and comment down below. It'd be fantastic if you gave me a sub sandwich, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.